All right, so we got our thing here. Bidet boy, blender. Look familiar. I don't know the other ones, fried octopus, etc. Don't look very familiar to me. You guys can hear me right? Yep. Okay, we're good. I'd say D-Claw is decent here, if we can get it. Especially with how heavy AP has become now. Viego has kind of like raised in commonness. I'll go like this because I don't want to necessarily have Nasus combining with the BF or bow, excuse me. But like, be fine. We don't want that. But I do want to keep Nasus just in case. Nasus 2 is pretty good. Not really a great open right now then. In terms of items. Kind of sucks. Runins is probably our best bet then. Which is actually fine. It's just going to be kind of a little awkward to play around, I would argue. We got Ash 2. I don't hate that. I am going to hold the double Wukong up front here. Give myself like best odds to hit a 2-star. Scalpitas. We will get an item or two here though. Or a unit or two, excuse me. Gold here, nonetheless. Oof, that's it? That kind of sucks. Let's go cluttered here. So what do we get from the cluttered? Alright. Hold on, Squirrel, how you doing today, man? I'll put in this for now. And cluttered's fine. What I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna slam items and play around that potential here for the long term. Under the weather? Uh-oh. I hope you feel better. It's no bueno. Hopefully the weather isn't under you. I don't even know what that's supposed to mean, but we're just gonna go with it. This guy's also got cluttered. That's good to note. Prankster emblem, double trouble. Ooh, interesting. 2 double trouble players? Huh? People play double trouble now? I've been under the assumption that double trouble has been trashed for a hot second, so I just don't even play it. Let's see the stats on it. It's a 444. I mean, I guess it's not terrible. There's definitely been worse ones I've played around with. But like 444 is not necessarily a good either. It's not terrible. It looks like double trouble gold though is a lot better than Priz, which I think makes sense. There's better Priz augments. Where's Cluttered? Clutter's a 442. Okay, so Clutter's actually not very good right now either. I'm very surprised by that. It was like the de facto go-to for a while there. But I guess it makes sense. You're down a combat aug and you're getting what out of it, right? Just getting a little bit of extra XP drops. So like you're not getting best in slot situations. You're not going to gain a whole lot from the drops, you know? And that's just the thing. Like you gotta be reminiscent of the fact that like it has to be perfect in some scenarios for you to get like good value with the EXP. We'll be fine though. What we're going to continue to do though is I'm going to continue to hold pairs like this, Nasus pair, etc. And I'm just going to continue to run the pairs until I die, basically. I lose to this guy. think I lose to this guy with blue buff on the Blanc and attack speed increase. Yeah, I think that's a loss, and I think I lose to this guy as well because he's got a Senna with Gunblade. That's just kind of a bad spot. Aloha, James. How you doing today, man? Good to see you. Maybe not. Maybe we do beat this guy. We actually have a pretty good front line. I will say we actually have a really good front line right now. So a win here would be huge because we stay at 10 now with this win. What's going on, Achilles? How you doing? I did drop a YouTube video today, guys. It was a stream game, so nothing too extravagant or spectacular. But if you guys are looking for something to watch in your free time now over the next couple days, I'm gonna try to drop a video every other day. Is my plan, if not more. So we're gonna grab this glove here. Grab this glove here. I think a glove on a 3 cost is fine here. I would have potentially grabbed the Sunfire, but I think grabbing the glove gives me more flexibility long term in terms of what I can do with it. Just generally better. I don't mind having in Vayne here, but I'm wondering if I should instead put in Sivir and sell Vayne. That's what I'm going to do, I think. I'm going to grab the Sivir instead. Is there anything I can sell for Econ here? No. Doesn't look good. Okay. How much damage in my... Okay, Ashe did pretty good damage last. I was trying to decide if I should sell Ashe here and transition to something else. This would have given me Anima, but I don't really want Anima. I think what I'm going to do long term in this game is just straight up go sure shots with fast levels, sure shot Aegis, depending on what people are playing. Starting with this patch, lost my last 10 to 15 normals. Are you traditionally playing AD or AP, Achilles? Because that tells me a lot about what you're doing and how I can help you. If you're playing AP, things are a lot different than AD. What comps are you trying? What comps you've been playing regularly? You know, that kind of stuff. Give me some insight into what you're doing and I can try to help you out. Just playing all around, not making anything work. Okay, have you found, like, so what I found with this patch is that AP generally feels really good for top 4, but really bad at winning out unless you hit like a 3-star 4 cost or like just Omega Cap with augments. I personally find that AD is way more consistent, but going to be worse in terms of like early, like mid game. Your stage 3 is going to be a lot more losses right now with AD because AP tends to capitalize really hard early stage 3, mid stage 4, and I find that you can't really stabilize with AD until you get an Aphelios or Samira 2 right now. Just because the scaling goes so quickly, I feel like with AP, but it's kind of finding your own groove is sometimes tough, right? I would definitely recommend trying, like, if you can, play underground every time and just go vertical underground. It seems to be like a really, really strong, compelling play right now. I would argue at least it's really strong and compelling. What I'm going to do here is I'm probably going to drop Silas and put Wukong in. And then try to put in like an ult here. So I don't get it from this round. No, player combat, yeah. Okay. I need to find something different here. Let's Whisper. Whoop. Just in case. Okay. I want to make sure it wasn't a item that I could use. Or units, you know. We might be in a little bit of a pickle now because I sold too much, but I'd rather sell too much and then have to buy out shop and get the extra gold here than do something dumb. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna put in you, and then I'm gonna level, put in you, roll, grab you, put in you, go. We get sure shots in now, and on top of that, I'm sitting in a pretty good spot, unit-wise. Oh, I could have sold this Kale 2 and gotten 40 and still had units. Oh well. Yeah, ask questions, man. You got anything, shoot them. I'm always glad to help. This is fine. I think we're in a good spot. We've got a lot of pairs still. Still sitting in a really good spot in terms of levels as well. We get Sure Shot in here, which I think is really important. I think getting Sure Shot in here is probably the most important thing I could have done, as it gives me the most flexibility in the mid game here, and best odds for options. Reverberation, Channel, Pyromancy. We're gonna re-roll. I don't want Absolutionist. I can handle Core Formation. I think Core Formation is still good. We'll sell you here, and I'll pick up this. Because this is one we want regardless. And this gives me a good flexibility with our econ. We now have an extra Senna in case. What I'm going to do here is I feel really freaking strong. Like really, really strong. So what I'll do in the meantime here going forward is I'm going to continue to push the envelope with what I have. In terms of units, etc. But try to keep fast leveling. We should be level 7 really early here. Have you ever made Absolutionist work? Every time I tried it, I'd just rather carry Samira or Felios. I think it's viable if the lobby is aggressively rolling for like 2-3 costs, 1-2-3 costs. The problem I have though is that her ability is just much too single-lined. Right, so like you have to like kind of really get lucky on how you're positioned. I don't know, it just doesn't seem very good because of that right there. Her ability just goes one direction. Whereas some other options like Samira or Aphelios, you can cover more board space more consistently. Well, that's a thing. I'll take that. And I think that board space coverage is important. I actually think this is probably a better setup though long term. I don't like Core Formation as much now because it kind of forces you to play 4 Sure Shot when you really don't want to sometimes. I would have much rather played something like a better frontline AUG and then just dealt with the fact that I had to keep in a Vi or something forever. With Core Formation, I'm kind of forced into like Samira or Aphelios or 4 Sure Shot, which is kind of tough. But like it's doable, it just feels a little worse. We'll be 7 now next round pretty easily. Should be able to get whatever I want here as well. We're gonna go for Declaw or Sunfire here, because I think my frontline items are relatively good now. But my backline items are relatively good here, so like I don't need much else. I'll go Declaw because it's a 3 cost. Sunfighter is important, but I can get Sunfire or something somewhere else if need be. Whereas I think Declaw right now in this lobby with at least 1 Gadgetine and then 1 guy doing this, like it just makes sense I think to go Declaw. Alright, this is probably my best case scenario. Those are ability stacks, you can 2 Senna plus carry and the rest frontline. It used to, but I don't think it does anymore. James, Achilles. Why? What's up, James? Did they like something come out? I haven't heard anything about it, so. Beyond the Summit's bankrupt? No! BTS was actually great. That's actually sad. Dang. Oh yeah, Beyond the Summit is closing down, according to L Deep. They're paying everyone for another 2 weeks in severance while they all look for different jobs. That's actually super sad because they were like honestly one of the larger Twitch channels and everything. It also looks like they got kind of canceled for the regionals for Dota, which was a big thing for them. So like it seems like they might have just kind of got pushed into bankruptcy here. But because I remember hearing about that. Wow, that's sad, dude. Because again, they were like one of the larger esport broadcast venues. So like to see them go down is kind of depressing. Well, they did awesome stuff for TFT, Dota, Smash. Like they did everything and anything, and like they were a great company like in terms of relative transparency with you know, with the players and orgs, and it's just that's actually omega sad to me, because they were like one of the ones I used to watch a ton. Damn. Well, how the mighty do fall. I mean, isn't that's kind of the name of the game, though, is it not? Showing their transparency till the end by posting the whole thing about it. Well, that's just the thing, right? Like, they were pretty straightforward, like, with what they did and how they did it. And so, in all honesty, it's really depressing to see that a company like that go, because there isn't many in the scene that are like that these days. You have things like Pandas and the Panda situation. Like, compare that to TFT Summit, dude. Like, and just beyond the summit in general, and then you look at Pandas and how Pandas treated like even BTS, and it's just like, god damn. So we're losing a good company, and now we have companies like, you know, people like Pandas still in the scene. Samili, it's honestly oftentimes sponsorship based. Like a lot of their income is sponsorship based, which gets to be really difficult in the long run to keep up with. Do I just go threat? I'm gonna start a little max right now. 4-3-1. Fuck it. In all honesty, that's a big portion of it, though. It's really difficult to keep shit like that going in the long run. Man, that sucks. That really does, like, that actually blows. I didn't hear about that until literally now. So, well, I hope every one of them finds another spot in the industry, and I hope their legacy lives on, because they were one of the better of the bunch. You know what I mean? They really were. I've been watching Summit stuff for years, though, so like maybe I'm biased, but it was a little bit of a risky play to go for the threat level max, but generally speaking, like what I'm playing is going to be kind of just a hoopla anyway, so like I don't mind just going threat level max here. I need to kind of hit a little bit harder, in my opinion, though. There we go. Oh shit. There we go. I think we're in a good spot now. What I'll end up probably doing here is going Asol 3 at this point. But yeah, no, like just sadly the way it kind of works with a lot of this stuff like beyond the summit, etc., they rely very heavily on sponsorship money. And if the sponsorship money just doesn't keep coming in, they're kind of just screwed, to put it nicely. And so sometimes the sponsorship money just dries up and they don't get the organizations they need, like Valve or Riot or whatever, to bring in that extra little bit that they needed. And that's kind of all it takes, you know, like it takes 1 or 2 bad days or bad years and poof, it's all gone. And so it's kind of sad, but that's kind of the way the cookie crumbles in a sense, you know. It's still depressing. We're seeing a lot more of that more and more recently. Companies like that go under. The recession does not help small gaming companies right now, though. So what I'm doing here is with my duplicator, I'm probably just gonna save it for Asol 3, or if I need to, THICC 2, you know, something crazy. I might just straight up get rid of Senna here in a bit. Once I hit like another unit I need. You know, like at a certain point, is Senna gonna help me that much? No, and that extra HP I'm getting and losing is gonna kind of be sucky to lose. Depends on the org size too. BTS was a pretty large org. I do know that. I mean, they're like one of the top 10 viewed Twitch channels permanently, like large organization, very, very large organization. So, it doesn't take much for a large org like that to kind of start going upside down. As much as that sucks to say. You know, one bad quarter can really kill something of that size. No, yeah. I know you mean in terms of employees, but that's what I'm getting at. Like, they're a pretty large company. They have a lot of production employees, etc. Like, to do what they were doing in the production scene for like some of these organizational things is really expensive and really difficult if you don't have a pretty large team. So you keep thinking of the K-pop group whenever I hear BTS. Yeah, sorry. BTS to me, because I don't listen to K-pop or anything, so BTS to me is just Beyond the Summit. Like, in my brain, that just means Beyond the Summit, so sorry. I blame my girlfriend for that. I've just, yeah, my wife's never been into that, like the K-pop stuff that I'm aware of. So we're also Midwestern white people that, you know, that just wasn't on our radar when we were younger. As harsh as that probably sounds, but we're just gonna blue buff here. Ooh, that's a fiddle. My girlfriend's Korean, so that makes sense. Yes, that makes a lot more sense to you. If you have a Korean girlfriend, that she would be much more into K-pop than, say, I would be. I live a pretty sheltered life here in the Midwest. For what it's worth. I have no problem with like K-pop, but to me a lot of music is lyrics. And so like a lot of K-pop, I don't understand anything that they're saying. So it's just like, not that I don't care, but it's just like, it kind of loses its luster at that point to me. If you kind of get what I mean by that. It's not bad, it's just not my thing. going on, Blender? I was about to say, I'm pretty sure you were in my lobby, weren't you? GG's, my man. Sorry for making you go AF. Oh, what are you doing, Cho? Roll down and hit 0, 2 stars, 50 gold. Oof, be like that, be like that. Sorry to hear. I understood about as much from the Korean song as this one, actually. I get that too. Stuff I listen to isn't necessarily always super audible either, but I listen to this stuff not necessarily for the lyrics, but for the background, like headbanging, drums, etc. Like the guitar and drums in these to me are actually what makes me listen to them. Nothing more, nothing less. Just super heavy, aggressive drum beats are kind of my thing. Need more bass. These songs do? I can't really comment on their bass levels, sorry. My headphones are pretty balanced as well, which makes a difference. Every song needs more bass. I don't know about that. I don't know. I'm not a huge bass head in the sense like I need bass everywhere and anytime listening to anything, but I also have like a pretty balanced EQ signature with my headset right now. So like, what's going on, Limited? I kind of always have liked the Sennheiser sound. That's a 3-star. Cho. I'm a big bass player, just trying to keep my job. True. It all makes sense now. New Diablo 3 season got me hooked again. Good luck. It's always scary, man. Hook, line, and sinker. You probably. Oh, he swapped sides last second, the little shit. I should still get like 2 or 3 people with the thing. Why are you spamming my duplicator, bro? Can you the F off? This Mickey Mouse motherfucker. I worked at IPL before they went under, and for their lands, they flew me out, all expenses paid for a week, even though land was 3 days, paid me $2K for the trip. I worked 24 hours. Damn. I can't say I'm too familiar with IPL, to be honest with you. Esport orgs don't know how to cut spending. Well, because there isn't a playbook for it, for partial, like I would say partially is why it's so difficult. Like there's no, like no one's written the playbook on how to run a successful IGN esports league. Oh, okay, yeah, IGN's a massive conglomerate that doesn't know how to control their spending period. Then there's a reason that their reporting has gotten worse and worse over the years. They were massive 8 years ago. Yeah, see, I didn't recognize the name. Hey, do you guys want a Talia 2 for free? What games did they participate in? Because it might be just simply I didn't play the games that they were around in, which is a thing. I've kind of always had like a relatively limited scope. Gonna have a no item for Asol 3. League, StarCraft 2 is the main 2. Okay. Yeah, so I didn't play League back in the day, and I've never played StarCraft, really. So I guess that would make sense then why I was unfamiliar with them. I've always been an FPS kid growing up. That was kind of my genre I played the most of, FPS. And so we have a 3-item Asol 3. I don't know what you're talking about. See, it's a 3-item Asol 3, see? They also had Shoot Mania, even though no one played that game. I don't even know what that is, to be honest with you. That is a name that does not even sound familiar. That's not a knock on the game, but... They had a 100K Shoot Mania tournament, and the game had about 1K current player. What? So what you're telling me there is like they were just reckless with how they actually spent at a point. That makes no actual sense to do. This is some Mickey Mouse BS here. I can't afford that. Anything else? -1 person. Yeah, but we got level here, so that's good, right? Look at this. Look at these great Asol items, guys. That tells me that they had to have a sponsor that paid like oodles of money, because there's no way they could have a 100K tournament without having a huge sponsor check from someone. You know what I mean? Frontline for MR reduction? Nah, I'd rather have him backline. He's still really strong at 3. Oh, I still had it locked. I'm a dummy. You didn't have it locked to bug sometimes? No, I definitely had it locked. I'm pretty sure. Regardless, it's fine. I locked it because I didn't think I'd have enough, and then I forgot to unlock it. VOD review? Just clip it and you can see. That'd be the easiest way in all honesty. Just clip and check. Alright, I think I killed this top guy. We are Mickey Mouse. I want that. Have I ever gotten the chance to play the Asol Execution Augment? Yeah, so I played it a lot actually in PBE forever ago. I haven't played much since, but I know it's strong. Considering, well, it's still strong. It's so good now. Yeah, it was strong then. Like, I can only imagine it got better. Hey, I got a fiddle too as well, buddy. Locked. That was indeed locked. Confirmed. Vel'Koz Frostburn also slaps now. It can be good, yes. Just don't let DG play it and you'll be fine. This is the frontline Asol tech right now. He sold it to remove the... Yeah, no, it takes out a lot of like the low HP comps immediately, which sucks to fight. He kind of melted, he melted me with it. DG did when he played it. Homie, I just won, just FF. You ain't winning this. I'm too good. There's a really cool thing where you can put Rascal's gloves on a unit that already has an item, and it'll have all 3 items. No, I haven't seen that. That seems completely unintentional. That definitely seems like a bug. 100%. Interesting. They fix one bug with gloves and they introduce 2 more. I swear to God. He keeps selling units to move around his Zephyr, bro. I love it. He's trying so hard, man. They're watching stream? They could be. Who cares? Still gonna beat their ass. It ain't even close, dude. And once I actually got units in at 9, dude, it wasn't even close. You won't even GG me. He's Madge. He's Madge, boys. First game on, first place game. Let's go. 48 LP. We ain't stopping. The train is a rolling.